Hello, this is Sting, and for the first time in human history, I want to welcome you to my Free Spirits Wellness Center. I know this may sound strange, but let me start from the beginning. Back in the 1980s, music led me on a wild adventure filled with unexpected highs and devastating lows. I quickly realized that I wasn't the only one. Many of my colleagues were experiencing the same suffocating stress, the extreme public pressure and relentless scrutiny. I knew that I had to develop an original, philosophical and therapeutic system, not only to save myself, but also others. I traveled around the world exploring how various cultures preserve the health of the human mind and body. I immersed myself in rigorous yoga practices, deep meditation, and other forms of inner recalibration. After doing so, I was grateful that I'd finally found balance. I wanted to share my findings to help others, and so I founded this center, a place where I gathered top psychiatrists, yogis, osteopaths, therapists, organic juice baristas, and other experts. Together, we created a 12-step treatment that became the Free Spirits Wellness Center. Over the past 35 years, Free Spirits has evolved into a top-tier operation. I chose to keep it secret and adaptable so that I could deliver the best possible treatment wherever the world's most influential people required it. Artists, tech developers, politicians, business leaders, athletes, influencers, and other paradigm-shifting figures. Despite remaining undercover, the research we've done in therapeutic and personal development has shaped what is now known as the wellness industry. Many practices that are now mainstream were born and refined here. Mindfulness, cryotherapy, functional nutrition, microneedling, grounding, and celery smoothies, to name just a few. Despite our unprecedented success, I remain somewhat frustrated. Why? Because none of our patients had ever achieved the highest potential of the program, one that I call a true free spirit. This is what I'd been searching for all along. However, that changed when 1 year ago in Argentina, I met two extraordinary artists, Catriel and Paco Amoroso. I was so impressed with their craft and musicianship that I chose to take them under my wing. But as I witnessed their unparalleled, meteoric rise, I immediately knew what would happen. Sure, they would go on to have an astounding year, including a 120-date world tour, global recognition, copious awards, and a whole crapload of money. Indeed, an extremely steep ascent to the top of the hills. At the same time, I knew the other side, that it would lead them to an acute personal crisis and exhaustion. And case in point, hours before the release of their new album, they suffered a swift and sudden breakdown. They were lucky enough to cancel everything on time. Their album was literally the worst I've ever heard in my entire life. Their team reached out to me immediately, and as I'd already told Catriel and Paco in person that my clinic would always be open to them, I knew we could help them. But what I didn't expect was that they would become what I'd been looking for all along, the first and only true free spirits. In addition to my 12-step intensive wellness program, Catriel and Paco's team asked me for something I'd never agreed to before, to provide them with the precise tools needed to record a new album during their retreat. I agreed, but only under strict conditions. They had to openly confront and verbalize their psycho-emotional struggles for them to fully recover, and of course, feature me in one of their songs. The result with them has been transcendental. What they have created is not just an album, it is a triumph for humanity. When I heard it for the first time, I had to develop a completely new way of experiencing music beyond sound, beyond virtuosity or success. We quickly developed a technique called the conscious listening paradigm. My mission was clear: to teach this technique to Catriel and Paco so that they could share it with the rest of the world. This is music meant to be experienced with intention and awareness. In the coming weeks, Catriel and Paco Amoroso will take on a new responsibility, guiding others into this new way of listening. This album is not just a release, it is the first global initiation into our method, the first step towards becoming a true free spirit. For the first time in 35 years, Free Spirits will reveal itself to the world in search of the next generation of global leaders. In this changing world order, we need more free spirits than ever. Applications are now open through our waiting list at freespiritcenter.com as part of our monthly subscription experience. The selection process will be rigorous, demanding, and personally challenging. From now on, Catriel and Paco will take on the responsibility of finding the next true free spirit. Only those truly ready will be accepted. My team is producing a short video summary of their journey at my center. We will share it alongside their new album on March the 19th, when the world is ready to listen. After that, Catriel and Paco Amoroso will spread their free spirits around the globe in a world tour and make evident the results of my many years of work here at Free Spirits. Thank you, and may your spirits be free.